My name is Hunter. My last name is Keith. I was West High class of 1997. And right now I am working in Tunisia on a project for the U.S. Agency for International Development. And the project itself is located in Libya. It's supporting municipal governments for about 30 different cities across the country. There's a lot of, there was a lot of study that led me here, and then there was a lot of, just random experience. Started a PhD and got sidetracked a little bit. A friend of mine asked me to help him on a project in Washington based in Iraq. Our job, though, was to essentially take what was at the time about an $85 billion reconstruction program, and write a book about its history. How was it planned? How was it executed? All these opportunities come up when you're out here. So I instead went off to Libya, and I lived in Libya for 3 years during the revolution there. In 2014, I moved to Jordan. I was in Jordan for 5 years, got married, had a kid. Yeah, I lived in Fallujah for a couple of years on a military base. Left that job and moved to Baghdad, where I got attached to the company that I currently work for. Myself was by studying not just Arabic, but a foreign language, in general is probably the best thing anyone can do for themselves, at least in this day and age. I mean, one of the great things about being at West High was that you could do a lot of university coursework. The element was just not just that there were fantastic teachers at West, but that there were teachers who had such interesting life experiences themselves and came from such interesting places themselves. The things that you can do at a place like West High to really learn how to write, really learn how to structure an argument, really learn how to, take ownership of a big project and sort of carry it through to the end. Everywhere I've gone, I've found people from West High who have achieved just really amazing things. In Dubai, there was a senior diplomat at the State Department who asked me to meet with him, so I did. We sat down over breakfast, and I knew that he was very important to the Libyan revolution. But I didn't know much more about him. So I asked him questions about where he came from. And he said, well, I moved to the States because my dad had work that he was doing academically. And so I said, well, where did you go? And he said, you'll never know. It's a small place in the middle of nowhere. I said, well, try me. Let's see. And he said, it was a little place called Iowa City. And I said, oh, no, you're kidding me. And he said, yeah, I graduated from Iowa City West High School. And here's a guy who today is one of the leading candidates for president of Libya, which is just extraordinary. I mean,
He was a very good male role model in my life. We fought a lot when we were little, but I mean, he still took very good care of me.
One of the most brilliant students I've ever had is his incredibly strong moral compass. His being able to continue in an activity that he was extremely successful in. He would not compromise his integrity. He would not compromise his moral code to do something that could have benefited him.
Learn languages, travel widely, try to believe in the idea that there are mysterious parts of the world that we cannot really understand, but we can experience, because it's that sense of mysteriousness that keeps you sort of going.